What's going on, everyone? ODC here. And hello, everybody. Happy Saturday to you all. Um, I'll wait for some people to pop in, then we'll get started for the night. Okay. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? It's nice to be here, and it's nice to be here with all of you. Yeah. So, got some stuff to talk about, man. We got lots to talk about. Plenty to go around. There is something outside the toy realm that I do want to discuss. I saw a story that kind of really caught my attention, and I think it's something that you guys should know about. Like I said, it's not toy influenced, but it's something I'm just going to try and touch on it really quick. But I think it might quite possibly be one of the most disgusting acts I've ever seen recently. just recently. But I wanted to talk about a bunch of different stuff tonight. We're going to get into the usual. We're going to get into the toy hunt stuff, and we're going to get into. Sorry, I have a large glare on my glasses, but I'll try to diminish that. I don't know if I can really. But we're going to talk some toys, and we're going to talk. We're going to do some toy hunting. We're going to do some recent pickups. We'll do all that fun stuff, and then we'll get into some other things that I wanted to touch on. One of them being a YouTuber. I don't know if I really want to shed any more light to this person's channel than is necessary, because I don't like giving people free press if they're not really deserving of said press. But we'll discuss a little bit of it depending on how much I want to touch on it. But yeah, so toy stuff, good stuff, lots of stuff. Good stuff dropping. I wanted to discuss now. Let's see here. Where is it? I wanted to discuss some classified stuff, some Hasbro stuff in general. I wanted to discuss the new year, and I wanted to kind of every new year I usually have something that changes. Like last new year, I was like, I'm going to take a big step back from Hasbro products, which I did for I want to say about 8 or 9 months. I took a huge step back from a lot of Hasbro products, and I gotta say, I towards closer towards the end of the year, I think that's where I started buying a little bit more. But what a year 2022 was for, I want to say, a lot of the smaller companies. Valaverse had a big year, the biggest year, I want to say, pushing out, essentially 4 waves of figures in 1 year. That's big. I mean, you push out one each quarter, that's you're pumping out a lot of figures. I want to say Mythic Legions had a really good year last year. As far as companies go, I want to say on the downturn, Hasbro was on the downturn. I want to say, especially for specific brands, I want to say it was probably on the upturn for classifieds. They probably had the best year for Hasbro as far as, you know, boys' toys go, or I shouldn't say boys' toys because someone's gonna be like, "You're sexist." No, but you know, your typical action figures. But yeah, so Joe's had, I think, the best representing Hasbro. I want to say probably the worst, I want to say, is probably Marvel Legends. They're on the downtick, I feel like. There's a lot of, I mean, I get it. They do a lot of repaints anyway, but like, my God, the amount of repaints that came out of last year were, whew. I actually only bought out of last year. I am so proud of myself. I only bought last year. Oh no, I bought Beast this year. I bought the new Cyclops this year. Who did I get last year? Now I'm trying to rack my brain. I did get Jigsaw from a fellow local collector, really awesome guy. He hooked me up. That's when Jigsaw was really scarce. I know he's a little bit more abundant now, but yeah, I got Jigsaw, and I'm trying to think who else did I get last year. Now I'm confusing myself. Falcon. I did get Falcon and Siren. That's it. And that's specifically, the majority of that is just X-Men. So 2 out of the 3 are X-Men, and Jigsaw. You know, I always missed out on that Toy Biz Jigsaw, and I told myself if I ever got a chance to get another one that I would, and I did. And yeah, that's the crux, or that's the crux. That's the that situation. I didn't buy any Transformers last year. I bought a couple this year. I didn't buy any last year. None. Not a one. I'm trying to look back. I didn't buy any Lightning Collection figures all of last year up until December of last year. I got a couple, like the Cogs. I got 2 of the Tanga Warriors just for army builders. And I have to look at my stuff because I can't see. I can't remember anything. My memory is so bad. The Yellow Ranger from Dino Thunder. I kind of went on a splurge in December with the Lightning Collection, but it wasn't too much. I really did take a huge step back, especially Star Wars. I didn't start buying Star Wars stuff until about a month ago again. So there's that to point out, I guess. I really didn't buy much of anything from Star Wars all of last year. Like, I don't have majority. Like, I just got the Wandering Jedi, Obi-Wan Kenobi. His cloth goods that hood is garbage. This hood, it's like Hasbro does this weird thing where they stitch the back where the hood is supposed to prop up so much, and they make it so thick that it doesn't sit right over the head. It's very odd how they do things. It's very odd how they do their soft goods, and it's like it's almost like the seams are too thick. It needs to just be kind of like one piece. Like, I see a lot of the or I mean, even if it is 2 pieces, just simplify and make the stitching smaller, but I don't think they care enough to really do all that. So that's a thing. I really don't like these soft goods from Hasbro. I mean, it's nice that we get them and it depends on what kind of, like, whenever it comes to like Jedi robes, they don't do very good. I'm really worried about the Jedi Luke coming out from the Mandalorian. I don't know if that's going to be a very good robe, but who knows? I might be proven wrong. I actually recently picked up, but they're not here yet, and I'm really excited for when they get here. I think I might just do an entire video just on. Let me get these glasses off because they're glaring. I might just do an entire video on the what you call it, AliExpress knockoff clone troopers. So they got some really good quality knockoff clone troopers now. I mean, they were good before. I think they're great now. They might be actually like on par or better because of the variety that they're offering with some of the characters. They might be better than Hasbro because it's still that Hasbro articulation. And while it might not be a traditional Hasbro product, it still is within the realm of being really on par, if not better, at certain points because they're offering those little differences with characters, like their helmet designs and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I did splurge. What you call it? Splurge. I did show you the Hot Toys Mandalorian last stream. Maybe I'll show you some better photos or better video quality this stream. Sorry, I can't talk. But I wanted to discuss some stuff. The only other thing, and I guess I'll just continue the pickups. The only other thing I really got, and I waited for a sale for this guy because he's just been, him and Lando, man, they've been all over Targets like crazy and just hogging up the shelves in Targets. So I picked up this little guy, and he came with a bunch of this little stuff, little Tito or Tila. What's his name? I can't remember his silly little name. Too much adulting going on for me to remember all this stuff. Oh, let's see. Let me look this up. Yeah. Go into my account here and go to hors d'oeuvres. Oh, I also picked up the George Lucas Stormtrooper figure. I thought that was nice. And there we go. Now I'm remembering. I did get what did I get him? Where did I get a little guy from? eBay. It was eBay. I'm thinking about it. Sorry, I know I'm making you guys wait. Sorry about that. I did pick up the Ayla Secura. I secured my Ayla Secura. I don't know if I brought that up last time. The new Grief Karga, the Magistrate Grief Karga. I also picked up the Bad Batch Cad Bane. He was actually, his price dropped down to $24, so I picked him up. Originally marked down from 27. He was like 27. I think he's $27.99 right now, which is the normal price. But he dropped for like a day and then went back up to 30 and then dropped back down to 27. So he's kind of within that realm. What else? Where is that? So I gotta know because it's gonna bother me if I don't. I picked up actually a couple extra like fodder items for a Star Wars custom. What's his name? Tika. Jesus, I can't think of anybody's name. I'm sorry. Brenda, what's going on? Hello. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Hello to everybody. Hello. Don't hesitate to leave a comment. Brenda says hello to everybody else as well. So yeah, I picked up a couple Mandalorian loyalists that I found pretty cheap on eBay. Not the newer ones, the older ones. I think they were Walmart exclusives. And like I said, I'm going to show you the AliExpress clone troopers too. Go to Mr. AliExpress themselves. AliExpress really has some good troop builders. They've always kind of, that's where I got, if you guys have seen my old video, that's where I got that knockoff Darth Maul when I did that review comparison with Wave 1 Darth Maul versus the knockoff Darth Maul. I did actually got him off of AliExpress. I've gotten some pretty quality stuff from AliExpress, man. I've never had an issue with them. I have never ever had an issue with them. Look up Star Wars Black Series. We'll just go Clone Trooper, and I'll share the screen in a second. But yeah, I put truer. Hey man, I needed to decompress today. It was a little bit of a hectic day today. Another little bit I did pick up. Oh, let me get to that. Oops. I wasn't getting notifications from you for a while, but I fixed that issue. Love your dog, Arya. I hope you're doing. Yeah, it's Arya, just spelled just like Game of Thrones. So Arya. Yeah, like Arya Stock. But yeah, I appreciate that, Brenda. Yeah. So if you guys do want to get notifications, like I said, you got to ding the dong, hit that bell, and make sure that it's on. I believe it's on. What is it? What's it called? Not personalized. You don't want it on personalized. You want it on all notifications. So, and I usually go live pretty regularly now. Been trying to get more reviews done. It's been a little hectic lately. But the last pickup I did get is the dreaded Walgreens exclusive. I believe this is the Mace Windu Trooper. They are pretty cool. I mean, it's just another repaint of the OG Trooper. It's the 187th Battalion Trooper. Let me see if I'm there we go. But 187th Battalion Trooper. He looks really good. Very pleased. I picked up 2 of these, and I actually got them for regular retail on Mercari, which I rarely shop on Mercari, but sometimes they get lucky. And that was actually one chance. And the person actually combined both of them because they were separate purchases, but then they combined the shipping and everything because I think it was originally like $7 a piece. And I was like, well, I'll buy both if you combine the shipping, and she did. So good on her. That's a good seller right there. Okay, so we've got some GI Joe classifieds stuff to talk about. Do I want to open up this can of worms, really? I'm trying to find something specific on Shadow Tracker because some people are posting photos, and I don't think those are correct photos for the actual figure. I don't even think that figure's like sculpted yet. I know it's a pipeline figure, but that's probably my most anticipated figure if it comes out this year. I hope it does. If that figure makes the line, which I hope it does, if the line ceased to exist after that, I would be a happy man, at least if I got Shadow Tracker. I do know, and I brought this up, I think, last stream, that Hasbro let a bunch of people go and we've discussed that. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. A lot of people talking about it, and they let go the sculpt director Corey from Hasbro. Now he wasn't the guy that was sculpting all the stuff. The guys at 3 POA podcast pretty much explained it really well. If you guys want to go check them out, please do that. But they explained it very well as to how kind of things work at Hasbro. It's nice to get that insight and figure out how things actually work there and the company. Because I mean, most of these larger companies, they don't really talk about the stuff that happens actually inside the company. For the most part, I feel like it's like you just kind of have to guess, and most toy collectors don't know what goes on in those companies. And I've worked for big companies before, and it's not a lot of people when they get fired have to, if you want some sort of severance, you have to sign an NDA. Like, you're not allowed to talk about a lot of stuff. And like, I've worked for large companies, and a very large booming company in 2020 to 2000 through 2022, and worked for them for about 2 years. And for the most part, it went from being really good when it was privately owned to really just shitting the bed as soon as it became public. And yeah, wasn't good stuff. I'm gonna tell you that. And once things go corporate, that means morale goes down. People start pinching pennies, and they start acting fake, and they start, I don't know, that I'll just say, from my experience with a big corporation that was bought up or went public, that's what they call it, publicly traded company now, not privately owned. It was a huge difference, a huge transition, going from a fun environment to a very negative, fake, backstabbing, I don't know, cringeworthy environment. So I mean, I get from that perspective why people are upset that don't understand what's going on in that company with Hasbro. I get, and for what I've heard from people that have worked at Hasbro, it sounds pretty similar to what I dealt with, or I have dealt with, excuse me, in my previous employment. So, and it's not fun getting laid off, man. It's not. I mean, I know, what was it? Corey's wife posted something saying, you let go a great sculptor and this talented person, and I'm sure he'll land on his feet. I'm sure he will. There's always a spot in Valaverse for him, but the real reason why I'm actually bringing this up, and I wish all those people that were let go by Hasbro the best, because you're probably better off for getting let go. I want to be honest with you. I'm sure the majority of people that were let go, maybe some of them, I don't know all of them. There's, I think, what was it, about 1,000, maybe more people. I'll say this: the grass usually is greener. When you get let go from a place, that's usually a sign of what's to come. And I know they do these firings every year or whatever they do. But there's a lot of other toy companies that don't do those firings. Like Mattel didn't do those firings, Jazzwares didn't do firings. I mean, there's a lot of companies out there that did not do any mass firings like that. And I'll say this: when I was let go, that was a mass firing, a mass layoff of a lot of people. And it wasn't just like me. It wasn't like I did anything wrong. I was sitting at home on my day off. And I was actually supposed to come in and get trained for a new position within the company that would have probably kept me within that company. And the next day I was supposed to go in for training. They let me go. They let me go the day before I was supposed to go in for the training for the new position. And that really sucked. That really hurt, because that position would have kept me in a job. And I was out of a job for, I'll say, about, it takes a while, man. It's not easy to just find another job. I was out of a job for about, I don't know, about almost 2 months. And then I worked for the postal service, and that wasn't very good. I don't recommend anybody work for the post office. I'm just being honest with you. That was a brutal, first of all, process to go through. The training is not a big deal. They train you on the job and stuff like that, but I don't. The environment at the post office, I don't recommend anyone work at. If you don't like being treated like a pure number and being treated horribly and barely having maybe getting 1 day off a week, if that. And I know it's a tough job, and kudos to all of them, all those people out there that could work there. But I couldn't do it. I no. I couldn't do it, man. They kind of throw you to the wolves as soon as you get to the post office. Like, they want you to do and learn a lot of stuff that they don't even tell you about. And they want you to learn it that day, and they want you to be efficient, and it's overwhelming, and you kind of get treated like crap. And I know my boss treated me like crap. Like, I was literally insignificant, and I'm pretty sure she didn't like men either. So that probably wasn't a good sign for me anyway. Just from basic things that I had heard, and I had heard her say, and then I've heard her say to other men. This isn't just my. And then I've heard other men tell me that she said to them, just awful stuff. So, but yeah, like Brenda says right here, when one door closes, opportunity knocks at another. Exactly, precisely. So I mean, I get from the perspective of the people that were let go, it's a tough transition. It's not an easy transition, and maybe everyone didn't have a director of, design job. Maybe they didn't have that title. Maybe they had a lower entry level title, and they got let go, and that sucks because now you feel like you got to start all over again. Yeah, and it hurts your ego. Being let go from a job, it hurts, man. It's not an easy thing to get by. Being let go from a job. Um, you're wounded slightly when you get let go. I've been let go from, or laid off from, 2 jobs, let go, not fired. But I've only been fired from 1 job, and that was back when I was 19 years old. So, and I forgot to stock a shelf, I think, that day. I was in a little bit of a rush, and maybe I forgot to stock a shelf. And I think that my manager at the time was a real just dork, and he just took things way too seriously. He's one of those people that should never be in charge of anything important, but he had a little bit of power, so he thought he could flex that power. So you know how it goes. But anyway, I did want to touch on that, and I wish all those people the best. I mean, I didn't do anything to them, but I don't want to future endeavor them. But that's what Hasbro does. I mean, they're just like these all these corporations, like WWE. What was it, about a year or so ago, 2 years ago, maybe? There was a mass exodus of wrestlers. They just let a ton of people go, and that's usually not good. That doesn't look good on the company when you're letting your talent go away, and that goes across the board to any company. So it doesn't look good when you let your good workers go. When the good workers go that are talented and can actually, care and want to do something for the product, are let go, that's not looking good, man. So anyway, the reason why I brought all that up, and I went on a rant there, sorry about that, but he was the guy that actually pushed to get Shadow Tracker into the line. And I said this back when Classifieds was first announced. I was like, I wasn't too much into the line, and I was very skeptical. And I felt like it was warranted, just because of a lot of what Marvel Legends was doing at the time, and has been doing a lot of repaints and reusages and stuff like that. I wasn't really that psyched about it. And I went through all those years of 3 3/4 inch stuff, and for the most part, I was like, I got what I got, and Pursuit of Cobra was the peak for me. That's still, I think, the 3 and 3, especially 3 3/4 inch wise. I think Pursuit of Cobra will always be the peak for me for GI Joe. I think that was like some of the happiest times that I was collecting. They were $10 a pop. They were pretty easy to find. I mean, I found some at Walgreens. I would find some at Walmart. I would find some at Target. I'd find some at Toys R Us. They were abundant. Brenda says, "Oh yeah, oh man, yeah." And that new series, Major League, isn't any better. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, the what was it? Is that the basketball one? The what's it called? What's the name of that? Now I gotta go on Hasbro Pulse. I can't remember anything today. Starting lineup. That's what it is. Sorry, I need some water. Starting lineup. Yeah, I'm not they dropped the price though. Did you notice that? They dropped the price down to, let's see here. I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, $29.99 now because they took away the digital things. What are they called? They're called like UFOs or some shit. some crap I'm never gonna own is what that is. It's like the digital ownership of the figure. I'm like, why would anyone want those? UTFs or something? I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, you're talking about the new Major League Wrestling on Reels channel? I don't know anything about that. Now I'm searching. This is why I like doing this stuff. Major League Reels. Oh, I know what you mean. Okay. Oh, the MLW. Yeah. I thought you were okay. Okay. Yeah, MLW has been around for a while. I want to say, what was it? Jim Cornette was with MLW for a little bit. Oh man, my neck just snapped. That felt good though. I haven't seen it on. I haven't seen it. Like, I've never watched MLW, but I know about MLW. But I haven't watched it on TV. I guess it's not very good. I'm guessing not good. They still got what's his name? Nice to meet, good to see guy. What's his name? Oh my god. Not really. It was Big Kaz and what was it? It was like Little Guido or something. No, that's from ECW. What's his name? God, I can't think of his name now. You got me all messed up, Brenda. What's his name? What's his stupid name? Real One? This is a terrible name. His name, he changed his name to Real One. Is that him? Hold on, I gotta see this. Enzo Amore. Yeah, that's right. Enzo. Now I remember. Taya Valkyrie, formerly known, and now just Taya, and John Morrison. What John Morrison change his name to now? Major League John Morrison. Every time a guy goes somewhere, he's like Johnny Nitro when he was in the first he started off as Johnny Nitro. Well, first originally I remember him from Tough Enough. Then he was Johnny Nitro in the WWE. Then he was John Morrison. Then he was Johnny Thunder or some shit. Then he was like Johnny Underground or something. Or Lucha Johnny. Every time the guy goes somewhere, he changes his name to just. I was waiting for when he came back to WWE to changing it to Johnny WWE. That would have been hilarious. Oh, he hasn't changed it yet? Every time that guy goes to a different company, he changes it to the company name or something to having to do with company name. Yeah, he's soft. SAWFT soft. Yeah. Real one. You have all the so he's got all the names in the world to choose one. And he chose real one. Wow. And the guy he's fighting looks like a plumber. Real one versus what is this? Mance Warner? Oh, that's not his real name. Mance Warner? So the plumber versus the rapper? Real one with a number one. Ooh. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. Watch out. Here comes real one. Do they call him real one? You like, what about real two? I gotta take a real two. Oh man, I really had to take a two. Man, sir. It says Mance Warner on the thing. It says MLW Underground Wrestling. Tuesday, 10 p.m. Only on Reels. What is Reels? Is that like a new streaming service? Because I've never heard of it. Is it like an actual like a TV station? Because I've never heard of that. Only on Reels. Spit my drink out when they announced him. And I saw who it was. Oh my god. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Here comes real one. It's terrible. Awful. That dude is so cringe. Anyway, moving on from real Manser one. How funny is it? Let's just stick with wrestling for 1 second. How funny is it that WWE officials are so stupid and so out of touch with everything that is the regular world that they allowed Sheamus and Drew McIntyre to name their tag team the Banger Bros. how is it that you are that stupid? How is that? How do you do this? Oh, you're fine, Brenda. I don't care. It's actually a TV station with. Wait, on Patrol Live Autopsy? What is going on? And a few, at Live PD and AKA on Patrol Live Autopsy and a few other shows. Okay. So it's like a smaller station, like a PBS or something like that. My back is killing me today. I cannot get comfortable at all today. Anyway, so yeah, how funny is it that WWE is so stupid? They didn't know that Bang Bros was a thing, and they let them call themselves the Banger Bros. First of all, that's just a bad name to begin with, without even if Bang Bros didn't exist, being called the Banger Bros, it just sounds like you're two guys banging bros. Okay, that's what it sounds like to me. Now, if you're into that, that's perfectly fine. I don't care. I don't care. That's fine. Great. But the fact that WWE is WWE and they're all like strict and uptight about stuff, and they didn't know that, Like, good grief. Like, how stupid do you look? Yeah, someone did not do their homework. And nobody in the company, everybody in the company was probably like, shh, don't say anything. If they don't say anything. Because everybody, everybody in the back, all the guys and girls in the back, all the wrestlers, they're all like, just don't say anything. This is gonna be hilarious. Let's see how long it takes before they realize that Bang Bros and Banger Bros. Oh my God, it's hysterical. I love it. I love every second of it. So I guess I was duped into thinking that they actually showed um promotional shot pics for whatchamacallit, Shadow Tracker. I guess it's not happening yet. I'm just hoping we get him at least. I am hoping that we get him. Yes, I am. All right. So now, yes, starting lineup. Back to toys. Starting lineup did drop their price from $49.99 a piece. Good grief. To $30 a piece. Good grief. They're $25 figures at best. Come on. Unless they come with like, wait, let me just see what these, because I've seen the first wave and I was like, this is absolutely nothing special. I don't know why people, like, I get if you're a big basketball fan. I personally, I don't watch basketball, but I don't know. I heard a lot of people that were like really into basketball were really let down by like no tattoos and stuff like that. And this is the funny thing is that Mattel can do all the tattoos that they want, but Hasbro's like, nah, we're not doing that. I just find that hysterical. Mattel's been doing tattoos on pro wrestling figures for like since they got the license. I don't know. Look at, I mean, I just whoa, Anthony. Every Shawn Michaels figure has a tattoo on his arm, unless it's not supposed to be there. Um, Randy Orton. Look at Randy Orton's tattoos. Chris Jericho's tattoos. Everybody's got tattoos. Why can't you do this, Hasbro? They're so. I swear, this company is so lazy. It's either they're lazy or they're ignorant. It's one of the two, and neither of them are good. It's so weird to me, though. But anyway, yeah, they're $30, and I just don't. I like what makes them $30. Is it it's maybe it's the license? I don't know. What do they come with? Let me see. They come with some weird like display stand that looks like they're jumping in the air, maybe doing like a dunk, and like 3 sets of hands and a basketball, which everyone should come with. That's it. I mean, it's just me, or does that seem a little light to you? Like they should be coming with like, why don't you just do this? Here we go. Here's a really good idea. Have them come with like a piece of the court, and then you can kind of plug them all together and make yourself a basketball court. I don't even care about basketball, and I'm giving better ideas than Hasbro. Just have them come with like a little piece of the court, and you do a build a court, and you can build different courts. And then what you could also do is you could also, because they each court has to have like a home team, you could do different center portions for the courts. So you can pop those out and interchange the centerpiece for the courts and put the team logo in the center. Same thing with the out of bounds. You could do those. You could swap those out, but you could put them with the figures and be like a build a court. Why don't you do that? Hey, I don't even work for Hasbro, and I just gave you a freebie. There you go. Trying to help out all the people that like starting lineup. You're welcome. It took me 30 seconds to think of that. I just did someone's job for them. You're welcome. Oh boy, many years. Um, yeah. So starting lineup, I want to see what else. I'm really looking forward to the Luke Skywalker from Mandalorian. I think he's coming out soon. I've seen reviews on him. He looks pretty decent. I want to see what he actually looks like in hand. Um, but Transformers also, switching gears here, Transformers released a whole bunch of plethora of different stuff. Let me screen share here really quick. Low Monty, what is up, brother? The backcourt stands, they've looked pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I'm not dissing what they're doing. I'm just saying, like, maybe they should think about doing a full court, you know? I think people would like that a lot. What in the shit is going on here? This isn't, no, it's not right. Did they switch stuff? Share screen. Yeah. Oh, they switched stuff up. Oh, I like this. Okay, sorry. You guys can't see what I'm looking at, but no, I don't want that. I want this one. I want that. Okay. All right. So I can literally choose what I'm screen sharing right now. I'm just checking to see what I'm sharing. Can I? No, I don't think I can do that. But okay. Anyway. So yeah. Legacy Evolution released a whole bunch of stuff. These kind of look, some of them, I want to say a lot of them look like, you know, reusage. That's why I took a huge step back from Transformers. But they do have a bunch of these for pre-order. Let's get to, I don't care about the Studio Series. We already talked about Valeria and Franklin. I don't need to talk. Do I need to talk about this freaking figure right here? I don't think I'd need to. The price tells itself. The whole story. Lightning collection stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, about the Lightning collection, guys and gals. Hasbro, man. I really don't like double and tripling down on them. Well, I mean, I don't enjoy it. I want them to make good stuff and care about their employees and do the right thing and just have some sort of business ethics about them. But for some reason, if you take to Twitter, and I'm sure a lot of you can, let's see if we'll take a little trip here to Twitter. They have been having a heck of a time, this brand. They have not been having the last like 3 months have not been good for this brand. Maybe 4. No, not Twitch. Oh my god, Twitter, stupid. Twitch. Now I'm going to. Oh, can I switch? Oh my. Okay, goodbye. I'm not dealing with that. Twitter just didn't want to load there. Okay. I'm gonna try and find this person. All right, let's see. What was it? I think it's lightning. Action. Info. Okay. Follow this person. This person is actually a reviewer, a YouTuber, and he goes by the name of Toku Taka. I can't talk. Toku Topics. He's pretty informative. He's very objective. He doesn't bullshit. I like his channel. And he usually is pretty on point with posting stuff, reveals, leaks, stuff like that. So the reason why I'm showing you this, and hopefully I'm showing you this. No, I'm not showing you that. I have to show you. Good grief. Let's see. Let's go over here. Let's go back to me. How you doing? Hey, everybody. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So good to see you. All right, we'll go over here, and we'll go to that. All right, so now you should be seeing Twitter. He posted a bunch of photos, I want to say last week. And it was just a figures falling apart, man. This is sad. This is some sad shit right here. Figures just falling apart. The heads just falling apart. A lot of this is reveal stuff, but let me get to some of this sad nonsense. To the point where a lot of collectors are starting to not collect this line, which is sad. You know, I took a huge break last year. I don't want to take another break. Don't make me take more breaks here. It seems like it's, for the most part, now, I want to say the majority of my Lightning collection stuff I have had not a lot of issues with. I've had some issues with QC, not a lot. It seems like whenever there's an issue, you know, they only have issues. They do not. A lot of these figures in this line are pretty well done. But when there is an issue, you kind of want to point it out so people can look out for it. For some reason, with this figure is so plagued with quality control, it's actually worse than Time Force Blue. And Time Force Blue has some of the worst QC I have seen in a Hasbro product in like 10 years. It's awful. That Time Force Blue is just a complete pass of a figure. Dino Fury Green. Oh my God. All I see is just the worst posts with this figure. And I'm going to show you it all. I'm going to point out exactly what's happening here, and you're going to see it all. And I think a lot of it has to do with, here we go. A lot of it has to do with, I'm convinced, is the Vietnam factory switchover. This person tried to pull swap the head and the neck and the entire peg that connects to the body just pulled right out or fell right out. We're seeing a lot of issues where you're getting the figure out of package and she has no morpher on her arm. This piece of plastic that's right here is entirely too hard of a plastic. It's not malleable enough unless you really, really heat it up to get the sword through. And the sword is so gummy that it doesn't want, it's like a marshmallow through a keyhole. Let me just explain it in easier terms, faster terms. Next up, this doesn't end. It keeps going. Yes, Corey, we know. He is no longer with the company. Where are these photos? I got to show you these photos so you could see. Oh, the what you call it? Blah, 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 blah. We'll get to him. You know what? Let me just focus on one thing at a time because I'm trying to multitask now and I'm going way off topic. So these entire neck joints are coming out of the figure. That's not good, man. It's really not good. And the proof is in the pudding. I mean, there's some bad stuff going on. Like this, which I think is funny, is someone made a meme out of it. Someone got their Dino Fury green with no faceplate, no face piece. The whole peg was just sitting there. Some people are getting duplicate hands. Some people are only getting one set of hands. Some people are getting the same set of hands on both sides. It's just really bad. Look at this. Could you imagine you open up the box and like you got this? I don't know whether to whip it against the wall or just start laughing. That's embarrassing. And someone okayed that. Someone was like, "Yeah, that works. Throw it in a box. Someone will love it." Yeah, that's terrible. A lot of inconsistencies when it comes to the helmets and the helmet paint and the helmet designs. Like you're seeing multiple different helmet paints. Like this is bad, man. This is really bad. And do I even need to bring up her face? Holy gefilte fish. What happened to your face, girl? That's like one of the this is like compare this to the classifieds line and you can see where the budget goes, you know? Like you wouldn't find a face like this on the classifieds line. You won't. Maybe you will in the future. I don't know. They just let a bunch of people go. But that's embarrassing. That's borderline and that is just absolutely embarrassing. The backcourt stands, they have look pretty good. Next HasLab will be the court. Yeah, maybe. Could be. He's talking about the starting lineup is Lomonti. Can you pin him in the comments, please? Sure. I can try. I will try. Let's see. I'm such an old person. I'm freaking old. Yeah, like I said, he's also on. He is also there's his Twitter. He is also on. Like I said, he is. He's also on YouTube as Toku Topics, just same spelled as Tokusatsu. So, but yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is the issue that I was having with a bunch of the newer ones that were coming out. Look at that. That's terrible. It looks like a teeter totter. Come on, man. Don't even get me started on the Ninjetti. Those are dog shit. Those are, I would say, quality wise, some of the most inconsistent quality figures. Like he's got two left hands. Like the paint is really sloppy where the black lines are supposed to be. The gold is bad. Like it's bad. But going to the Turbo Blue Centurion. Turbo Blue Centurion, watch out if you haven't pre-ordered. I haven't pre-ordered too. Watch out because he's been coming with multiple missing accessories and then multiples of the same accessories. Which how on earth someone does this? I don't know. I don't know. And this guy goes to say it's particularly insulting as a consumer that this is a widespread issue on the pricier version of a Ranger whose basic figure is only available as part of a web exclusive 5-pack and a 3 re-release figures. Yeah, I mean, what he's saying is, especially when you get to like box sets and stuff, like if the Alien Rangers, like you're dumping like $120 on Alien Rangers, and if they come in all messed up, missing parts, and like heads are falling off and legs are jiggling all over the place, like how do you trust this toy line anymore? You can't. Can you? And like, I enjoy collecting it, but good grief, man. This is like basic stuff that like action figure line should get right. And it's not like this is I could understand if maybe this was like the first wave of figures that they just started with the lineup. Like, this is the first line of figures and the license. They just got the license. I could understand if they have some speed bumps here and there, but man, you're like 3 years in. You're like 3 years, 4 years deep. Like, what are you doing? You didn't see any of these issues with friggin' the Black Series 3 or 4 years in. I just don't get it. This company is so inconsistent. That's why I called them the Plexico Burris of the toy industry. They just keep shooting themselves in the foot and expecting. Like, I don't get it. It's like they're self-sabotaging. It's so strange to me. Well, Monty goes on to say, yeah, it's because of their new Vietnam factories. The new process at the different manufacturing levels means stumbles for sure. Yeah, and I have to agree. I'm convinced that's what it's been. But I mean, come on, man. Like, if you're Hasbro, you got to be on top of this shit. You know, people are spending high dollared money. Like, to me, the Blue Centurion shouldn't even be a deluxe figure. It should not be deluxe. It should be regular priced. I mean, there's really, I mean, and is deluxe even really worth the $33 price point? To me, deluxe always seemed like a $30 price point. $5 more than the retail. Retail's $24.99. Where are they getting this extra $34 from? I don't get it. And the figures are never that much more expensive. You know, $9 more for a deluxe figure. You know, that's a lot. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just value dollars different. But $34 for a figure that's no bigger than a standard figure that was 20. Look at this. I don't get it. I'll wait for a sale. I've already canceled. I'm going to cancel I'm not going to cancel my pre-order. Especially with the QC problems, man. It's a hard sell now. Until they start getting their stuff back together, I'm going to have to revisit a break. I'm going to have to take another break from the Lightning collection. That's a sad way to go. But that's where they're at right now. You know, they're making deluxe figures. They're standard figures, and people are just eating it up, man. I guess maybe they're not. I don't know. Their stock's going down. I know Hasbro's stock is starting to plummet, like 16% or some crazy shit like that. I don't know. Excuse me, that was a burp. Right in your ear. Sorry. Can you feel it coming out of your speakers? Says the Phantom Ranger is coming to GameStop. That's a complete pass for me. It's just a repaint. Thank you, but no thank you. I want to say the Damon figure I got for Galaxy is a great figure. I had no issues with that. But some of these new ones, man, these like ones coming out after, oh boy, it's pretty brutal out there. It's like getting punched in the nuts every time you buy something from Hasbro now. But yeah, he's got a good good Twitter, good YouTube channel. Go check him out. Seems like a good kid. Back to my stupid face. Well, Monty says, yeah, it may take some time for them to catch up on the QC. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. You know, I mean, I get that, but shouldn't Hasbro have done their homework before they went with this factory? shouldn't they have made sure that they're on top of their game? I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, let's get to some cool stuff. You ready? Or should I finish up with Hasbro stuff? Let me finish this here. Because I don't think I touched on. Did I touch on? I'm trying to think. Ooh, that's a big yawn. It's been a long day. Oh, I guess we can talk some Marvel Legends really quick. Marvel Legends had some reveals that I did not discuss. Let me get my face out of your face. Hey, Andy, what is up, brother? What is going on, man? Stick around. We got a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. All right, so we've got Marvel Legends here. As you all know, I am not a movie figure person. That's just I just don't care about the movie figures. I've always been the comic book collector guy, that guy. These look good, and like I said, the movie figures get all the love, man. They steal all that budget and all that tooling away from the comic book figures because that's where the money is, I guess. But Kang, I gotta say, Kang looks really good. He looks good. These figures look good, man. I don't really have too much of an issue with how they look. I'm not going to buy any of them, but yeah, the movie figures objectively look good. They look better than what I'm about to show you here. What the shit is this? Yeah, so Egghead, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be a little bit pudgier than this. I think this is using the Happy Hogan body with just the lab coat of Mr. Fantastic. I'm just not feeling this, and I don't care about Egghead. So this is an easy pass for me. Crossfire, like, my God, wow. We are really dipping into I don't even know if I can call him a D-list character. The F-list character? Yeah, Crossfire. Whenever I hear Crossfire, I think of the game Crossfire, which is probably cooler than this character and or figure. Crossfire, you're gonna burn. Crossfire. I'm a terrible singer. Sorry, but he comes with the rifle that was given to the Walmart exclusive Black Widow, and that's about it. I don't know. I'm not impressed. I don't care. This looks boring to me. This rest of this wave looks boring. Future Ant-Man looks boring. I don't think anybody asked for these. They're really dipping into the, oh boy, we have to do another Ant-Man wave. Who are we going to do comic book wise? Let's reach into the bag of obscurity and pull these out. None of these intrigue me on any level, and they are easy money savers for me. It's another Ultron, and I have like 3 Ultrons. So didn't they just come out with an Ultron like last year? Oh, it was 2 years ago. Sorry, 2 years ago. But damn, people really want Ultron like that? Okay, there it is again. I already discussed this wave. I want to say the highlight of this wave is probably Fang, excuse me, and Cyclops. I'm sorry, but this Emma Frost looks like ass. I don't know. I don't like her face sculpt at all. Looks like pure ass. And not good ass, too. Like that pinched in, like no having ass. You know what I'm talking about? If I see him for $7, Andy says somewhere, I may grab him. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Cyclops is really the only one that's on my radar, just because I'm a big Cyclops mark. But the rest of these I don't care about. I already have a custom Corsair, and it looks 10,000 times better than this. So I'll stick with that. And it was actually made by Stevie D Customs. He did a great job on that Corsair. I do have to say this. I just got this Cyclops. Guys and girls. This figure's awesome. Okay, I'm just going to say this. This is, I think, this has trumped the old single carded Cyclops. What was it? Warlock Wave, I think it was. Yes, it was the Warlock Wave. This Cyclops is fan-friggin-tastic. He doesn't come with much, and I don't objectively agree that he's $27.99. You're essentially just paying for a box at that point. This is all he comes with. But I want to say the stature of him, he's taller, he's got longer legs. His torso is where it's supposed to be, like the way the belt, like his utility belt is, and then the way everything is, like everything on him is actually sculpted in, and it doesn't move around, doesn't jiggle around like the first release did. Which the first release was really good for a long time. Don't get me wrong. It held its spot for a very long time, for a few years. But I want to say, in a lot of ways, this is much more superior. The double joint, the body itself is better. I think he's on the Vulcan body. He's downstairs. He's hanging out downstairs watching TV right now, so I can't check on him. But that's what Cyclops does when I'm not around. He watches TV without me. But this is a really good figure. I got to give Hasbro credit. This is a good one. I would definitely recommend picking him up. I don't know if I'm going to do a review on him. He might just be one of those reviews I just don't do, just because probably everyone and their mother's probably done a review of him, so it's irrelevant. And B, I'll just tell you, go get him. He's a good figure. And the cell shading isn't too obnoxious on him. I want to say this is a solid pickup right here. It's a solid pickup. Like I said, I wish he was $25. I think that's where he should land for the most part. I mean, it's Cyclops. Yes, I wish he came with a optic blast effect too. I feel like that should have been thrown in there. But, they're trying to sell you on this garbage right here. Like somebody gives a shit about this. But it comes with this box that no one cares about. I already threw my box out. I threw that shit right in the damn recycling. I don't care one bit about that. One biff if. I don't know what that means. Biff if. But yeah. So he's a good figure. I will say that. I will give the devil his due when it's due. That is a good one. Spiral is available. Phoenix is available. A lot of these just dropped. Long Shot is, I believe, on the way. I haven't picked up Spiral yet. I probably will. I still don't know if I want this Phoenix. I just don't know. Like, I just don't know if I need another Jean Grey. I already have, 3 Jean Greys. Do I need another? No, I don't. So, adios, muchacha. But Spiral, though, that's where the money is. And it just baffles me that look how much new tooling went into this body, and she's not deluxe. This is where I'm like, so it's like so hit or miss, like what's deluxe and what's not. I don't know who makes these decisions. Is there like just some guy in the back at accounting and he's like, well, that one needs to be deluxe because of this, and this. Or, but Spiral, we're going to give an all new tooled body to with multiple arms, a new head, some. Well, I don't think she's got all new accessories. So. No, she doesn't. These are all reused accessories. But the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, the body is all new and she's on a, you know, but she's not considered deluxe. Where's what? Huh? I mean, I'm fine with it, but it's just weird to me. But Spyro looks good. She's on the list to get this year. Wolverine, I just got a pre-order notice that he is about to drop. Like I said, Long Shot is in the cart. I don't know why, but for some reason, I know a lot of people don't like this look for Wolverine. I don't know why I like it, but I do. I'm more so looking forward, and it really does upset me that Banshee's not single carded. I feel like they should have just tossed this Wolverine with that 3-pack and give us the single carded Banshee. That would have been nice if they would have done that, but they don't know how to be nice in Hasbro. Oh boy. So that I think is that. I don't think anything else has been revealed or anything like that. Let's go check out Star Wars and see how the Black Series is holding up. Let's just see. Maybe something dropped and I didn't know. Same stuff. Sorry, I had to wipe my microphone for a second. There's like dog hair. There's like one dog hair and it keeps floating up in my face and I can't see it. Where are you, little jerk? There it is. I don't know if I got it. Anyway. They should just re-release the Emperor with his throne for people, please. It's like a very expensive figure. Pre-order. I'm surprised that Mando helmet's still up. It's a cool helmet. Pre-order. We're getting pre-ordered to death and pre-order. Oh God, don't even. Get this shit off your website. Good God. It's not even Christmas anymore. Take that down. No one wants that. What is wrong with you? Like the stories I've heard from Bobby Vallo about the director of I think what was it, Marvel Legends or something, asking for advent calendars. It's probably the same guy. Was like, oh, you know what we should do? Christmas themed Star Wars figures. No. Stop it. Nobody wants that. Mara Jade. Oh, let me point this out. Mara Jade has been selling out like crazy. Terry, what's going on, buddy? Mara Jade's been selling, her pre-order's been selling out like crazy. So make sure you get your pre-order in on her before she sells out. And I think she's still up at Big Bad. Oh no, I think she sold out there too. Is she sold out at Big Bad Toy Store? I gotta check. Don't worry, I'll tell you. I will tell you. Mara Jade. Yep, she sold out in Big Bad Toy Store too. Oh Lord. Like I just don't understand that sometimes. How was pre-order sold out? But I will say this: Dr. Aphra is actually sold out on Big Bad Toy Store, but she's available here on Hasbro Pulse. So there you go. There, I think I'm the most excited, and you guys know how much I love Darth Malgus. I wish Darth Malgus was coming out this year. I hope he comes out this year. I know he's a pipeline, so maybe he'll come out next year, but I'm really holding out hope that maybe we get him at the end of this year. Maybe I'm super super excited for that figure. That's probably my most anticipated figure. If you, I think when this line started, I was like, oh, so do you think we might get a Darth Malgus? No. Um, that was wishful thinking, and he's been on my most anticipated lists pretty much every time I've made a list. He's been on it. But at least we're getting, we're gonna get Malgus, we're getting Darth Malak, we're gonna get Bastila. Will we get Mission? I want a Mission figure now. We're doing the whole crew. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. What do you say? Mission it is. Let's get some Mission on. Missionary position. I'm sorry. Let's get the missionary position with Mission. um, really excited for this Cal Kestis. I think he looks really good. It's nice to see some progression with his age and his character. I know it's supposed to be the new game is coming out. They pushed it back to the end of April, which I think is because of Mandalorian season 3 or 2 or 3. There we go. Oh. But it's nice to see that it takes place 5 years after the first game. Pretty cool. So he's a little bit older. Makes sense. We finally have a clone helmet. How cool is that? I would like to get a newer helmet. Maybe that would be one I consider. But if they ever came out with a Commander Wolf helmet, that would be the one I would want. I doubt it. They'll probably come out with a Rex. God, these lightsabers are so expensive. I remember when they were like $130, I think. Now they're $278. Jesus. I want to spend $278 on a lightsaber. It's not going to be a friggin' Black Series one. Let's see what else. They're doing these re-releases. It's like I could have. This is where I feel like they kind of drop the ball sometimes, and I get it. It's an anniversary year for my favorite Star Wars movie of all time, which is Return of the Jedi. But I mean, like, come on, man. Come on. You're killing me, Smalls. Just like re-releases. I know they're doing the Endor Trooper. I'm excited for that if it's retail. I keep hearing conflicting stories that it might be retail. It might be $34. I'm like, if that figure's $34, no, thank you. There's nothing about that figure that's worth $34. It's just a troop builder. It literally comes in exactly the same stuff as the Hoth Trooper did, and that trooper was $20. So no, not pulling one on me. I do wish that Hasbro would make this like all flamed up and beat up one. Do like a 2-pack for the Black Series. Have one like on flames, and then have one like crunched and crushed by Luke. That needs to happen. That I do want. I'm working my way through the Andor series. I just started watching it. Terry, we got some. Oh, wait, hold on, Brenda. I got to run trying to get my nieces and nephews to bed. I'll catch your replay. I'll see you soon. Okay. All right. Thank you, Brenda. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for talking to me. Terry says, Hiya Toys got their G.I. Joe Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow up for pre-order. They should be released next month. Thanks, Terry. Thanks for that heads up. So if anybody is interested in getting the Hiya Toys, G.I. Joe, Snake Eyes, or Storm Shadow, they are up for pre-order. So pretty cool. Thanks, Terry. I'll just, I'll leave that up so people can see. But yeah, I'm working my way through Andor. From what I've seen I've only watched 3 episodes. From what I've seen, it's much more adult than I was expecting. Um, I like the way that they're going with this more serious tone kind of, and I've been asking for stuff like this, like Rogue One. I love Rogue One. It's a fun, good story. It's got a definitive beginning, middle, and end. There's a little bit fan servicey stuff in there, but it does tell an actual story. So I enjoy the movie. I like Rogue One. I think it's one of their Disney's better products that they've put out as far as on the screen. And I like this kind of tone, this theme. It needs to have that different, more serious, more adult tone for stuff like this. I think with the Rebellion, you should have that. You know what it almost feels like? It feels like a mixture of three things. The Dark Horse comics, if you guys have read any of those, there's a lot of really good stories with Dark Horse and how they would, their style and their kind of tone that they would set for their stories in the Dark Horse comics. You kind of knew no one was safe, and you feel the stakes within every story and the uniqueness of a lot of the Dark Horse comics stories that were told. They had a lot of carte blanche with what to do with the characters and stuff like that. So that's really cool. But it reminds me of Dark Horse comics, your regular Star Wars, and Blade Runner. That's what it reminds. That's the feeling I get from Andor. Some of the synth music, the rain, the dinginess, the futuristic feel, the different settings and stuff like that. A lot of it does feel very Blade Runner-ish. And I got to say, I kind of like it. I do. I love me some Blade Runner. I know. Junkman, what's going on, man? I agree, man. I miss the Dark Horse days too. But they're actually back. Dark Horse got the rights to make comics and stories and stuff like that. I don't know if they're going to be canon. Maybe they will be. Who knows? But yeah, they are back in the saddle again. They got rights to do stories for the future, so that's good. That's good to see Dark Horse doing something, and hopefully, Disney doesn't put too much of a stranglehold on what they can and can't do. Who knows? I would like a little bit more. I'm not really feeling the Marvel stuff that's been going on with them. Some stories have been better than others, and it's just anything with Marvel, I just roll my eyes at, kind of. Same thing with DC right now. DC, don't get me started on DC. Oh my god. But I like, this is what I like. I like Star Wars, I feel like, is the place for the obscure character. That's like the obscure character toy line, like it's always kind of been that way. Like I remember, like one of my first Star Wars figures was the B-Wing fighter pilot. And who else? I had Obi-Wan Kenobi, a B-Wing fighter pilot with that silly helmet that would kind of, I always called him the reverse cone head, because his helmet would shoot back it was very unique and cool. But yeah, it was always had like obscure characters that you didn't necessarily even see on screen, or if they were on screen, it was only for like 2 seconds. And that's what I loved about, even especially the Power of the Force line too, later on in the Power of Force line. You got a lot of obscure characters and cool stuff like that in different like sets, and even the 3D cardboard sets that you would get. That shit was cool and fun and different, and it made sense. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. So I miss those days, and it seems like maybe Star Wars is trying to get back to that little bit more serious tone, less Disney princess type stuff. I'm at least holding out hope, because I've had about enough of that, I'll tell you that. Moving on to this guy right here. I've seen a couple reviews on him. and he looks really good. I don't know about this cloth goods situation going on here. I'm very particular about my cloth goods. I'm already starting to see like this seam right here running up the middle of the cape, and I'm like, oh no, oh no, no, no. But I want to say for the most part, the face does look improved. I still think Dagobah Luke has the best Mark Hamill face sculpt. Whether it's Dagobah Luke, you want to call him Dagobah Luke, or if you want to call him Heir to the Empire Luke, whichever. I think that's a great head sculpt. I love it. This one I want to say is a little bit better from what I've seen. I want to see it in hand. That's where I'm really getting at. But I got to say, for the most part, I'm pretty excited for this one. It looks pretty good. And how can you not love Luke in his, Jedi Knight garb? Looks pretty cool. Boots look good. Everything looks pretty crisp and clean on him. So I want to say for right now, this is probably the most anticipated. For now. So, all right, moving on to pretty excited for this HK. I'm hoping that we get and I'm sure we will, not only getting Mission, but I also want an HK for Knights of the Old Republic. I think I just want a shit ton of Knights of the Old Republic stuff. That's all I want. Just give me a bunch of that. Here's a good deal for you, and I wanted to point this out. If you're looking to get yourself a Ned B, and you don't want to pay the $34 for him, he is on. Let me see if he's still up. Hopefully, he is. I did want to point some of these deals up, and I'll share the screening. Just give me 2 seconds here. Where's the Black Series? Yeah, it to be. I found a couple that were up for like 20, 25 bucks. Get over here and I'll queue it up for you guys. And hopefully I find one. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. All right, let me just share the screen really quick. Hi, I'm back. This is my stupid face again. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so here's brand new mint on card, 25 bucks. 25 bucks. He's dropped in price significantly, and I think, it's a good looking figure. And if you want some more variety to your collection, you got a couple options here. 25. You got 3 sellers at $25. So I would take advantage of that. But I just want to point that out that some of these deluxe figures that they're trying to get away with pricing you on are dropping in price, which is good. That's a good thing. It's good for the collector market, making things more available, more affordable for people. I don't have a problem with it, So that's something I wanted to point out. Let me switch. I wish I could just tap and switch. I don't know if I necessarily like how they have this set up now on. Sorry, I know I'm switching up shit. Let me figure out what I want to go to. I don't think anything else from the Black Series dropped. I think that's pretty much wrapping it up for Hasbro. Oh, I did want to talk about this really quick. Whoa, just got a speech impediment all of a sudden. I gained a speech impediment. I want to talk about this dude. This is not me just finding this channel. I don't know how many people of him are fans of him, this Viper Island dude. But now he's like calling out other channels. It's this specific video right here. You know, you guys know I don't get into friggin' bullshit drama with these children's running around. But this dude's calling out like he's like he does a 16-minute video, all right? Let me just say this. He does a 16-minute video and like 12 minutes of it is just him repeating himself over and over again, so you could tell he's trying to make that 12-minute mark, or I think it's like 12 or 13-minute mark for YouTube. I just I know he's existed, okay? And I'm not trying to poo-poo on someone, but for God's sake, man, don't call somebody out when you're repeating yourself over and over again and saying the same thing in a very robotic, monotone voice. And then on top of that, you're reading off a script which doesn't seem very genuine. I'm going to tell you this. YouTubers that read off scripts just don't sound genuine to me. I'm being honest here. Honesty is the best policy. And I just got to be honest that you shouldn't be on here calling other people out when you're hawking your stuff, your schlock, and then you're talking crap about other channels. And he's being very vague about it. He's like, well, other channels won't tell you about this, but they'll tell you about this, and they'll only talk about it in a podcast. And I'm here to tell you that I've been saying this for 6 months. And I'm like, bro, people been pointing out Hasbro's faults for like 10 years. Where you been? He's like, it seems like he's a little late to the party. Like he's the guy that shows up like when everyone's already drunk and passed out. And I'm like, bro, you missed the whole party. Where have you been? So I don't know. Personally, I don't have a problem with the guy, but it just seems a little weird that you calling out other channels because you're pointing out news that was like almost at this point of the video like 2 weeks old, and then you're going to say that you've been saying this for 6 months to a year when other channels have been saying it for like, I don't know, 10 years about Hasbro. Like, you didn't reinvent the wheel, buddy. I'm just telling you. I'm just letting you know. So I don't know. You take it for what you want, but I thought it was something to point out that someone's going around calling out other channels for. And it just seems to me, and it's not just this person, but it seems to me that, wait, someone's not happy with Hasbro. What's next? Boba Fett is cool. I know, right? I mean, that's what it seems like. It seems like to me, and I've noticed this. I've been on YouTube for 11 years. Okay. Let me get intimate with you. Stay out of the drama on YouTube. How? Yeah, you know. Maybe that's why I have a smaller channel, is because I've stayed out of it for 11 years, and that's why it stayed small, because it seems like maybe viewership attracts to drama. I personally, I don't care, but I tell it like it is. I don't bullshit. I'm a grown ass man, and anything I'll say on here, I'll say to someone's face. So I'm not one of those people that just talk shit and then don't say anything when they meet the person. If I got something to say to you, I'll say it to you. And everybody knows that about me. So, but my thing is, I forgot where I was going now. I forgot where I was going. It just for the views. Yes, exactly, for the views. It just seems to me, I'm back on track now. They switched tracks with the train. It just seems to me that there's been a lot of, and I've noticed this over the last like 3 years or so, there has been more and more, and I don't know how many of these people are genuine, but there has been more and more of these channels that are based around disingenuinely bitching and moaning. Now, it's one thing if you are genuine in your argument and you're objective in your argument and you're actually making points. Don't get what I'm saying twisted. Okay, I want to make this abundantly clear right now. If you're an objective channel and you're calling companies out for objective things that make sense, that's fine. That's called constructive criticism. When I see channels that have established that being objective, then being piggybacked off by all these new channels that kind of pop up like little sprouts, that kind of annoys the shit out of me a little bit. Because now you're just bandwagoning. You're trying to pick up from where they have already started. And I don't dig on that. Let those people that have started it, and I've been saying this shit about Hasbro for friggin' 10 years. You guys all know that. I don't bullshit you. Let those people do their thing. Stay in your lane. You don't need to be calling people out. And I'm like I said, this isn't just directed at him. It's directed to all these channels that kind of have jumped on the bandwagon and jumped on board and kind of disingenuinely found their way doing the same thing that those channels are doing. And that's actually, to me, worse. It's worse than a shill, because then you look fickle and you look fake and there's nothing genuine about it. Then I can't take your channel seriously at all, especially when you're sitting there reading off a script, which most of these channels usually are, reading off a script. They can't just sit there and talk to you. And they can't. It's just weird to me that people can't just be their genuine selves and just talk. It's just odd to me that, I don't know, maybe it's the lack of creativity. I don't know what it is. They would know that answer. I don't know. Maybe they just want the views. Maybe they want to be the next, I don't know, Shartimus Prime or whatever. I don't know what they want. But you're starting to see this even with some other channels that were maybe a bit shillish before, and now they're switching gears because they realize, oh, the views aren't in being a shill. The views are now in being objectively, I don't know, or just complaining. I'll just complain about the faults of a toy company, and then I'll get the views. It's like, bro, where you been? Me, Strident, Andy, Soul Drum. I mean, Strident and I have been on. He said he has a podcast called Off Our Brains. We've been talking about this stuff for 10 years plus. It just seems like there's a lot of people late to the game, and now it just seems like they're trying to take advantage of the situation, and it doesn't come off genuine. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say about that. I've been kind of quiet for a while about stuff like this, but when I see stuff like, you like, bro, don't call out other channels when you have no business doing that. Just stay in your lane, because you weren't doing this stuff a year ago. You just weren't. Come on, bro. I don't know. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. The next story I want to talk about is something pretty crazy, and then we're gonna get back to toys. Don't worry. This is insane. It does not really have much to do with toys, so if you're not want to hear about some crazy, but this is an actual like crazy thing that's actually happened. Okay. I don't know. Maybe some of you have heard about this. I actually ran across this the other day. I'm a little bit late to the story. Um, you know, but I wanted to point this out because just as a humane thing, I thought this was really jacked up, and the fact that a company went and buried themselves over this is astonishing to me. I don't know if you guys have heard about this um, Copper Stallion Media situation. It's disgusting. These people, I am not into cancel culture. You guys know I just talk about toys. You know this, right? You know? Um yeah, nowhere to be found. I agree, Andy. Nowhere to be found. Exactly. Um wait, there's something more. Yeah. So this story broke about, I want to say, about 3 months ago. Maybe it might be older, I don't know. But I from what I saw, I ran across it and I read it, and it's probably one of the most disgusting acts I've ever seen by an actual toy, not I almost said toy company, an actual company itself. Now, this company that I'm going to talk about really quick, um, Copper Stallion Media, is a one of those companies that pretty much do the wedding documentaries. Like they'll like take pictures and you know videographers, and they have like wedding videographers and stuff like that. They basically document your wedding. And the bride and groom had hired this company. Now, just before the wedding, unfortunately, the bride died in a tragic car accident. Awful, right? Terrible. She dies, and you know, the groom then asks for, I guess it was something like an $1,800 deposit, a non-refundable deposit from this company. They asked for the deposit back because guess what? There's no wedding. My bride just died in a tragic car accident, and they basically told him to go F himself. But it doesn't just stop there. Okay. So the groom then goes to, I think it was KRDO, um, or was it whatever local station it was for in Colorado. So Colorado Springs is where this took place. Um, if you look this up, there's so many screenshots and stuff like this of this disgusting portrayal of a business I have ever seen. So the groom goes to the um some like I said, a local news station, and tells the story. Hey, like this happened. He wouldn't give me the non-refundable deposit back, and they basically told me to go F myself, which is unnecessary. And guess what happens after that? Oh, Lord, this gets really bad. Okay, so not only did they tell him to go F himself, but then they told the groom, or now, well, he's not married. He wouldn't be a widower, but I'll just call him the widower. That's what we'll call him. We won't give him his name. We'll just call him the widower. They then decided to go on social media and talk crap about his dead fiance. I'm not joking. There's posts out. I swear to God, if I find one, I promise you that I will absolutely. I think this is it. Here we go. Please zoom in. Oh my God. Where's my zoom? I'm so stupid when it comes to technology. I'll just read it to you. This is from Copper Stallion Media. Okay. Today would have been the day where we would have filmed Justin and Alexis's wedding in Colorado Springs. After what Justin pulled with the media stunt to try and shake us down for a refund, we hope you sob and cry all day for what you have. Wait, we hope you sob and cry all day for what would have been your wedding day. Sorry, not sorry. Who the fuck says this? Who says that to somebody? I'm pausing for dramatic effect because just take that in. Could you imagine if you're about to get married, your friggin' fiance dies, right? You're shot, like emotionally, mentally, physically, you're shot, right? Like one of the worst case scenarios just happened in your life, and you're asking for a measly $1,800 back because you literally have no wedding. You're depressed. This company tells you go F yourself. And then you go to a radio station to tell them, hey, this company just said not only go screw yourself, but won't give me my money back. And it's only a measly $1,800. And it's like, bro, if your company is worried about $1,800 that much, like you have serious issues. Give the poor man his money back. But then they double down. They say, oh, no, we're not done yet. We're going to just post this saying we hope you sob and cry all day for what would have been your wedding day. Sorry, not sorry. Who says that? It gets worse. As if you didn't think it could. I don't know if I have the post here, but the more you dig in here, okay, so this is crazy right here. They then would not stop with harassing this guy. This is the guy, Justin Montney. Sorry, Justin Montney. This is the guy that lost his bride to be. Okay. This is a .com that they created, and they switched. So they were getting a bunch of bad Yelp reviews, right? Because of what they pulled with this guy. So when they went to the Yelp review, they switched their name from Copper, whatever the hell their name is, Copper, I'm an asshole piece of shit, to whatever their company name is, to Justin Montany.com. So then he would be getting the bad Yelp reviews. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this up. It gets worse. I really didn't think you could get worse than this, but it gets worse. Let me go back here. So not only do they do that, I shouldn't be laughing because it's not funny. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's just absolutely baffling that someone would do this to one individual that probably went through one of the worst days of his life. Over $1,800. Like you could literally make that back probably in one day. It's not that hard. That's what I'm saying. It's insane. What was the other part? I'm trying to find that other part. Oh God, where is it? Copper Stallion Media. What a stupid name for a company, too. Copper Stallion Media. What is stupid? It sounds kind of like a name of like a porn company or something. Where is that other part? I gotta show you this. I don't know, but I don't want to spend too much time on this because I know I'm supposed to be talking toys here, but this is just insane. I ran across this. You just got to read it. Just read the whole thing. I'm gonna just copy and paste it into the chat. It's insane. It's absolutely ballistically insane. It gets worse and worse. It's just like a rabbit hole of just the worst thing I've ever seen from a company. There's the link. Go ahead, go nuts. I mean, this is just awful human beings at best. It's it I was really taken back. Now, I've seen some awful stuff as a former EMT. Why just reading that going down that rabbit hole and reading that entire thing, it was exhausting, and I'm not even one of the people involved. So, yeah, it's pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Yeah. Oh, that's what was the last part. They kept claiming that was illegal for him to for the groom to go to the news and say what he said, and they actually were trying to sue him. Yes, they actually tried to sue him for going and pretty much doing what everyone in this country has the freedom to do, which is pointing out factual information to a news station. I mean, as long as the information is correct and accurate, you can report on that. That is not against the law. That is not a defamation of character. That's actually events that happen. So they just dug themselves in a bigger hole and a bigger hole, and then they try to sue him, and it's like a whole thing. It's jacked up. I feel bad for the guy. I really do. I feel really bad for him. Jesus. And all he did, and that's just crazy. It goes to show you, man, if you just did something as simple as like try to get married and go to a small media company just to document your wedding because you want to have those memories forever or something like that. It's just that simple. It's that simple that something like that can like follow you around the rest of your life because you just happen to pick the wrong company. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. People in this world are nuts. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Anyway, continuing on, because I want to talk about this AliExpress stuff, and I want to show you some of the Star Wars AliExpress figures and where to get them and how to get them and to go get them. All right, so you're on AliExpress, you're kind of hanging out, you're scrolling, you're like, hey, what's going on, AliExpress? Hey, you know how expensive those Ahsoka clone troopers are? Well, look at here. Not expensive, $18.10. And then you can get this little discount code right here. Boopity boopity pop. Put that in, get yourself a little bit of the $3 off or $7, depending on the coupon. And you can get yourself some troopers. And these are on par. I'm telling you right now, the single joints are the same as the regular Hasbro figures. The single joints of the knees as well. I want to say the quality is there, man. I've seen multiple reviews on these. They're really good. If you're not a stickler for actual Hasbro products and you just want to army build and have fun with it, these are the way to go, man. There's no beating this. Even if it comes with an inaccurate pauldron right here, you can just pop the head off and take the pauldron off. It's not like glued to anything. You can take it right off. So those are the Ahsoka troopers, but I did want to get to some of the other troopers and show you those too as well. Let me just make sure I'm streaming the right thing. Okay, there we go. Do they have the Christmas troopers? That was a good one, Lomonty. Thank you for that. I needed that. And this is what like the Hasbro ones are going for. It's insane. Like $57. Like who's going to pay $57 a piece for a clone? Come on. But they do they do have the Lamonti, they do have the Halloween themed ones, so go for it at a whole whopping $49. It's like the stuff that you don't want is more expensive on this website, and the stuff you do want is cheaper. It's insane. It's funny. All right, so let me find the 501st Troopers because they have a whole bunch of 501st clone troopers on here, and they're really cool. Where'd they go? Let's see. Where'd they go? They were just here. Let's go with 501st. Sometimes you have to be a little specific with AliExpress. They don't know how to. The website doesn't filter stuff properly. Were they could. There's no way these were taken down. I could not imagine. Let's just go with. I do want to show you them. Sometimes you have to be less specific, maybe. Because when I looked up Star Wars Black Series Clone Trooper, they all popped up. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting into the good stuff. So this is what you want to find right here. Here we go. We've got some. These are, like I said, these are all on par with the Black Series stuff. Same scale, same body molds, everything. The paint apps, from what I've seen, are on par with friggin' Hasbro. It's insane. These are probably the two that most people are going to want. They're more unique. They look the part, man. I mean, if you're a clone trooper builder, if you're a stormtrooper army builder, you want to save yourself some money, like I said, use those coupon codes with your purchases. I think these take about a week or so to ship. Sometimes depending on where they're shipping from. This Vales Toys store, that's the name of the toy store that sells these, and a bunch of the other ones that you'll see over here on the right. It's all the same toy store company, but yeah, they're all solid, man. The visor goes up and down, it articulates. Cloth goods, the cloth goods, it's probably not as good as maybe a Hasbro, but I think it looks pretty damn good for a knockoff. Let me just see. Yeah, it doesn't have like the stripes going down. It doesn't have the level of detail that maybe he should have as a officer here, but I don't think it really matters. Like I said, even with this, the pauldron is removable. Just heat that head up, pop that head off, and then take the pauldron off. I think this is more of like a first order stormtrooper pauldron right here, but yeah, you can take the pauldron off, and then you've got yourself some good troopers. And like I said, these are all 6-inch. It says it right in the description. There's a back shot of them. And go help yourself out, man. If you want some more variety and you want some other clone troopers, they have the 187. They have the 212. They have friggin' everybody. The 13th Battalion. They have whatever you need. Shock troopers. And all you have to do is just choose them right here. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not reinventing the wheel by showing anybody this, but if there's somebody out there that maybe doesn't know about these and it can help them, that's what I'm here for. And they come with, look, like these are pretty much the same thing as a Hasbro figure, and they're even cheaper. Look, some are 14. Some are 16. It depends on which one you're picking. $12 to $19, it says, but here you've got, I believe this is Boyle and I can't remember the other dude. Boyle and it's on the tip of my tongue. Somebody let me know in the chat, please. I'm trying to think. But anyway, you've got some variety with your troopers. So this is just something I thought usually when I do thrill the toy hunt, is usually try to help people out. So hopefully it helps. And like I said, these are all like I said, they have the markings of the troopers and looks pretty cool, man. They even have the little, clanker kills on the side there. It's pretty dope. Pretty freaking dope. So that's something I did want to point out as well. And like I said, if you're looking for more 112th Battalion, they have them here. And it's very similar to also the 501st Battalion as well, as far as the variety goes. So there you go, if you want to. And I will post that in the chat. Do they have? Oh, I thought you. What I'll do is I'll actually just post these in the description box below. So if you're watching this on playback, I'll put the links for these in the description box below, and you can check them out if you want to. And I'll try and link at least 2 of these, at least the 501st, and I'll do the this one right here. So at least you can get to the store that's selling them. So at least you can do that. I did notice that some are sold out. Just keep searching if they are sold out. Like I think these 2 on just this one are sold out. These 2 guys are sold out. It's probably the most wanted are these 2. But if you keep searching and you keep looking, they have more. Let me go back over here. Ooh, God. It's almost midnight. Go back over here. Oh no, I gotta go back to the first one. That's how this website works. If you keep searching, you keep scrolling down. Now, sometimes you might get like, what was it? I got lucky the other day. So here's another one right here. So these are probably available. Let's see if they are available. No, he's not. He's not. But let's not give up yet. So he's available right there. So let's not give up. Let's never give up, never surrender. Let's see if I can find those for somebody. I still even think even at like $21. I mean, even if you're still getting some, you can use the coupon code, get like $3 off. That's still a really good deal. And these are very easily army buildable. Army buildable? That's weird to say. Oh, maybe they're. Oh, they should. I remember I just saw them the other day. Maybe they're under here. They're probably under here. So maybe you want to go to this variety one. Let's see if they have them here. No, don't see them there. No, that's a Ahsoka trooper. Well, maybe they are sold out. But I would wait. I would wait if you're looking for specifically the 501st only. They do have the regular troopers there. They might not have these guys, but wait, and they usually do restock. So I wouldn't don't get upset. Hold out hope. They usually, like I said, they usually do restock. And like I said, there's 3 different auctions up for these, or I just say, I'll just call them auctions. So I would just say be vigilant, be patient, and they'll pop back up. So, but yeah, that's something I did want to point out. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that, and that, and that, and adios. And back to my stupid face. But yeah, so that's some stuff I wanted to talk about. And yeah. I don't know. I want to say as far as anything else goes, I don't think anything. I'm just looking at Big Bad to see if there's anything else. I don't think that's about it. I don't think anything's really dropped. Didn't Super 7 have some exodus of people in their company. Something happened with Super 7. Oh, it was the Silverhawks. Yeah, it's pretty jacked up. Did you guys hear about the Silverhawks? So this is really jacked up, actually. So you know how they had these. I never was really that into Silverhawks. I had a couple when I was a kid, but I was never like really into them. And I just remember them. I used to call them the Nature Valley of the action figures because you would touch them, they would just fall the frig apart. But anyway, Super 7 and their Silverhawks. I don't know, maybe you haven't heard this, but I haven't really talked about it at all. They are not going to release the rest of the team, and I'm pretty sure they might have lost the license. And they didn't tell their customers that they did. So now the people that have invested in these toys are kind of stuck with a team that's never going to be finished. Yikes. I don't want to be on the other end of that. I would not want to be on the other end of that. It's awful. Yeah, you should probably tell your customers if you do something like lose the license, or you're not going to complete the team, or you're not going to finish the team, or whatever you're going to do, whatever your plans are. Yeah, that's bad business ethics, bro. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It really doesn't. Just being honest here. So Super 7 just digging them a hole. Hasbro dug their hole 2 weeks ago with their layoffs and the pricing and stuff like that. But they're starting to notice that the consumers are starting to vote with their wallets, man. There's a lot of people waiting for sales. And Target's not too happy about it. I know that. I know for a while Target was specifically selling figures at $22.99, and that really pissed off Hasbro. There was that whole thing. Remember that? Yeah. So lots of lots of fun stuff going on with the old some of these toy companies. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I think that might bring it to a close for the night. Unless anybody wants to bring up anything else we could talk about, I think that might do it for the night. At least from, I was hoping to get a. I could have swore. I just must be mistaken. But hopefully we get a shot or a reveal shot of Shadow Tracker in the future. I promise you, as soon as they do reveal it, I'll be probably one of the first people to talk about it. And if not one of the first people, that's okay too. I don't need to be one of the first people. I just like talking about this stuff with you guys. That's all. I mean that in the damn gods, what's going on, bro? I mean that in the sense of I'm just excited to get the damn figure. Just like I was excited to get a pipeline of Darth Malgus. So, but yeah, Dem Guts, man, there was some variety in this one. I'm telling you, man, there was. We were talking about everything from, pickups that I got and stuff like that to some reveals to, uh, YouTubers that are bandwagoning off of the whole, I call it the complaining about toy company era. That's what I call it. Like I said, there's some channels that do it right, and there's other channels that do it wrong. And I was talking about the channels that do it wrong. Then I brought up and I actually posted the link in the chat, but I was talking about also this story I heard about this Copper Stallion Media. Just look it up, man. It's some brutal shit. It's bad. I've never seen a business just bury itself like that. But I guess there's crazier things that have happened in this world. So, but I think that might do it. Actually, let me take a look. Let me see if Amazon got anything on the sale. Usually, what I like to do the most. Let's see what we got here. I got a funny story to tell you guys. Maybe I'll sneak that in too. Man, Amazon still will not move from this $35 price point, man. With Darth Maul, man, that Clone Wars Darth Maul, they will not move from there. Lomonti says, any idea where to pre-order the WWE Ultimates Razor Ramon? Seems like the pre-orders are sold out. Really? Thinking of waiting it out, but not sure if that's a good gamble. Well, let me help you out, bud. Let's see. Now, ringside, I'm pretty sure I would be shocked if ringside is sold out. I couldn't I don't think I haven't seen anything sold out as far as a pre-order on ringside in a very long time. I would be shocked if I see that. Let me see. Ultimates. Let's go there. Ultimate 16 edition. Yeah, no, they're up. Yeah, they're up. They are up on ringsidecollectibles.com. I will show you right here. And press on that, and here we go. There you go. Ultimate Edition Razor. I'm actually waiting on it too. It's on back order, but at least you'll get your pre-order in. Like I said, I very rarely see a pre-order sold out completely on ringside. They usually always get a lot of stock in. I know they're upcharging, I think, a little bit here, but I mean, at least you'll guarantee that you'll get it. But yeah, the Ultimates line's been very fickle. It's been a very fickle line. Like you'll they'll either it'll be so scarce everywhere else, and then ringside will get usually, I want to say, the majority of the stock. I want to say maybe that's not true. I don't know. I'm guessing because they always just have stuff available, especially at least for pre-order. And if they run out of the first pre-order, like I said, they always do a back order right here for you. So, but there you go. You got him right here. So go grab him, man. He looks like a really good one too. Look at this figure. I adore this Ultimates line, man. It's such a fun line. Look at that. Looks so good. And he comes with the 2 thumb fingers and he's doing the razor pose coming out of the entranceway. It's so good. It is so good. Hey, Chico. You all bluff and no stuff, man. The bad guy. It's great. These are great. These are great figures. Great action figures. Multiple heads. I love it. Now, if he only came with a little toothpick, no, I'm just kidding. But it'd be a really good idea if they did with a future razor, is if they came with a hand that was holding the toothpick, so you could have him kind of about to throw it in someone's face. That would be sick. That would be sick. They got to do that. Come on, Mattel. You know you want to do that. How many wrestling rings do I own? I don't have any here physically. In Buffalo, I think I have 3. So I have 3 monster rings. I have 1 in the box because the thing about wrestling rings, and I'm sure you guys, the majority of you guys know this, the ropes sag. They don't age well, wrestling rings. They really don't. They do not age well. Oh, thank you. Oh my god, I got a super chat. Holy shit. Geek Fusion TV says, "Loves the channel. Keep up the great work." Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm glad you enjoy the channel. I do put a lot of hard work into this channel. It's nice to see someone appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you kindly. But yeah, the rings they just don't age well. And I've noticed that quite a bit. And especially like, well, the typical like the ropes will sag and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. From the rings that I've bought, at least some of the old like real scale rings, they don't hold up very well. I don't know how the new ones hold up because I haven't bought a ring in a while. But I got like the what was it? The entrance. I think it's like the raw entrance where you could take your cell phone and you could put on like an entrance and you could plug it right into the top where I always call it the Titantron, so I'm going to call it that. You put it in like the Titantron section, and it would like show the what you call it. You would attach your phone to the Titantron section, and that would be your phone would be the Titantron essentially, and then it would show the entrance theme or play the entrance theme. I can't talk, and it would show the entrance movie, which is pretty cool. So I have that still, and I have like the old school barricades with like the bars and stuff like that, not the new ones with like the black ones that kind of fall apart whenever they gimmick them. But yeah, man. The rings are not so bueno as far as the ones that are probably like around 5 years old or older. At least from what I've seen, they don't age well, unfortunately. I'm trying to see what wasn't there some sort of wrestling news? There's a Valentine's Day sale. There you go. How many of you guys and gals out there actually celebrate Valentine's Day? I think it's like, maybe it's just me. I think it's a huge scam. I don't like Valentine's Day at all. It's a Hallmark thing. I'm not feeling it. It's just another reason to get people to go out to restaurants and spend a bunch of money. So, me and my girlfriend, we don't celebrate it. We think it's horseshit. So, I'm like, I don't need a day to tell you how I feel about you, girl. You know how, girl. I get all Barry White on her. Hey, baby, girl, you know how I feel about you. I'm gonna tell you right now. You look good every day, all day. Sounds like more like some sort of villain. Anyway, Guts. So you could just like essentially just look up what the point of the cell phone part was. You could look up any theme from like YouTube and just play it, and it'll play like, because like when you go on YouTube and it says play entrance theme for Shawn Michaels, right? It would play the Shawn Michaels theme, and then it would show his entrance movie. So your phone would act as the what you would call it. Let me pull it up so you can visualize what I'm saying. Buy more shit, basically. Yeah, exactly. Valentine's Day, buy more shit. It's older. It's an older entrance playset. What was it? The Raw entrance playset. I'll go with playset. And I wonder if they're going to have it. Now, there's some cardboard cutout ones that'll save you a lot of money if you're looking for a cheap entrance set. You can go with that. I think they're just as good. But this is This one was pretty cool. If I can actually find the damn thing. Like I said, it is older. I think it's from like it's not too old because it still has was it this one? Oh my god, do they wait a minute? Hold on a minute here. Wait a minute. No, that can't be the same one, is it? No, I don't think that's the same one. I'm digging into the nostalgia here with some of these old wrestling sets. I think this is it. It's called the Ultimate Entrance Stage. Let me get a photo of it. So yeah, let me see here. That'd be really cool is that if you could get if they could make the Attitude Era Titantron. Yeah, so here we go. No, that's not it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'll just switch over here. I don't know if you guys are seeing that now. Okay, let me stop sharing that. Let me go over here. You can see my stupid face now. Go back over here. I'm gonna do zippity do. Okay. All right, so it's right here. So this is how it was set up, and then you would put your phone in here, right? Or it's either a phone or a tablet. I can't remember. Anyway, point being, I think it came out like 2015. Is that Noelle Foley? Because she is smoking hot. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it is. But anyway, she got me all messed up. But yeah, you put your phone or tablet in here, and then you just like hit play for the entrance theme on YouTube. You just search it on YouTube or wherever, and then it would play the movie while playing the music, and it was pretty much acting like an actual Titantron. It was pretty sick. See, that's like innovative, cool stuff to think about. Like that's stuff that is fun about toys, man. You know, that's the fun stuff. I did get the Raw set. The what was it? Let me stop sharing. The what's it called? The RAW set. I don't know if you can see it. You can see a W. It's right there. Oh, there you go. Let me get my stupid back pillow out of the way. It's right. Oh, I always have a problem doing this. There's the W pointing out. Here, let me get this. Let me lift you guys all up. Hold on. We're going for a ride. Oh, there's the Raw set that I got from El Target. Now, a lot of people that I've seen. Whoa, now we're drunk. Whoa. Sorry. Stop doing that now. From what I've seen, a lot of people kind of confuse the Mattel Creations entrance set with the new generation. Now, while that was used during the new gen, sometimes, especially during what was it, WWF Superstars, they used that quite a bit. I want to say the Raw set is more well known for being the new generation entrance. So I think personally, the better buy is getting that friggin' exclusive Target exclusive Raw set and getting the RAWs, and then that's pretty much your new generation set right there. What I would like to get is a new generation setup. That's still, I know a lot of people beat up the new gen era And I get it's not as good as the Attitude Era. Nothing is ever good in the Attitude Era. Well, the Attitude Era had some crap going on with it too. So I don't know. Personally, I like the new gen. I liked just before the new gen too. I want to say from 1990 to about 1992. Um, that's when things started shifting and changing and stuff like that. You could feel people start to root against Hulk Hogan and stuff like that because they about had enough of them. You have a bunch of old phones. Yeah, but I think you might be able to fit a tablet in there. I think that's kind of what they were going for, was that if you have a tablet, be able to fit that in there. So just make sure it's not in like one of those cases. You just put your tablet in there and it should fit. I think that's what it was. I thought it was for phone. I think there was one. I think Mattel did make one for a phone, and you just put your phone in there. But there's also maybe the bigger one is for the tablet. I don't know. I'd have to go back and check, and that's all the way in Buffalo. But yeah, I want to say that there is a difference between the Mattel Creations entrance, which you can still use for that pre-new generation era, because it was used during WrestleMania. What was it? WrestleMania 7? No, WrestleMania 8, which was technically not new gen. It was March of 92. Which technically new gen started in 1993. I believe that's when the era started technically for new generation WWF. But it'd be cool to get a Nitro set, Nitro entrance set. It'd be cool to get, like I said, the Attitude Era set, like the ramp and the big Titantron, and that stuff would be cool too. And I mean, that's essentially all I collect. I don't collect any of the newer wrestlers anymore. I stopped doing that. I pretty much only collect the legends and stuff like that. That's really the only thing that really like suits me, I guess, or gets me excited. I'm hoping for Aldo Montoya Portuguese Man of War this year. Come on, the Sparky Plug, Bob Holly. Let's go. Thurman Plug. That was Bob Holly's first debut name, was Thurman Plug, not Bob Holly. Thurman Plug. Oh boy, the names. Wrestling names are great. They're great in the sense that they're ridiculous, but I love them. Anyway, let's check out Amazon, see what's going on here as far as any deals. If I see any deals, I'll pop them up. I'm just seeing a whole bunch of retail. The Dark Trooper is still on sale for $23.79. I'm trying to think. There's the Black Series Obi-Wan Vader's up for $17.49. If you want to get a really good Vader, go for it. He's a good figure. There's not really that much different in any of the other Vaders, really. I know there's small, minute changes, but I mean, if you're just looking to get a Vader, that's a good one. Really looking forward to Bastila and all the Knights of the Old Republic. Wandering Obi-Wan is up for $17.49. You've got the Mandalorian Maldo Kreese deluxe set. It's kind of on sale. It's originally $38, which, good lord, no. And it's $34. They got to stop trying to upcharge for and considering Grogu as some sort of like full-fledged figure. I don't know why they keep doing this. They did that with the Amazon exclusive 2-pack with friggin' Ahsoka Tano too. They're charging $66 for that. No, I'll wait for a sale. Thank you very much. The Star Wars Cad Bane from The Bad Batch is still up there, dropped in price from $33, which is ridiculous, to $27. Like I said, keep an eye on him. He did drop down to 24. I want to say about a week ago. That's when I snagged him. Ewok Village Princess Leia is $12.49. I don't know how many people want that, but I'm just letting you know. She is 58% off. Clone Wars Commander Wolf is $18.99. I think that's a really good figure. Reva's on sale. Leia in her Bausch disguise is on sale for $16.61. You've got friggin' Dan. No, I'm just calling. Figure-in Dan for $17.49. If you're trying to build him up and get the rest of the crew going, I would definitely recommend you do that. And let me screen share so you can actually see what the hell I'm doing here. And then I think this will probably be the last part of the night. This is a good one right here, $23, originally marked down from the deluxe price, which he shouldn't have been. This is more of the normal price he probably should have been. It's $23 for Saw Gerrera. That's a really good figure, nice sculpting, everything, and you'd be able to finish off your Rogue One cast. Maybe not. We still want 2 tubes, don't we? Yeah, we all do. Yeah. So there's Bausch Leia, and we've got Reva. In case you don't have your Revas, you want to get your Reva on. Reva McIntyre. That's what I kept calling her. You got your Jump Trooper for $35. No. Freaking Dangar for $13.97. That's a steal right there. That's a really good figure. I'm actually bought one of these so I can use the body for a custom. So that'll be another custom that maybe you see down the line. This Cassian Andor from Rogue One is actually the one with the new face print technology. It's a lot better. It's only $13. So if you missed out on that, go for it. Nothing really that great here. I mean, you got the Fifth Brother for $17. You've got Quill for $15. This is, I think, personally, one of the best products that Hasbro's ever made was this friggin' Hoth Rebel Trooper. I really do. If you don't have one, go get one. He's less than $20. Go get it. Padme, 15. Yeah. Aura Singh, 13. Lando. I'm sure everyone's sick of seeing this Lando. He's actually a really good figure, though. That's the thing. Everyone's sick of seeing that Lando. He's a really good figure. He's only $13. Ahsoka's on sale still for $17.49. So if you want to skip that 2-pack, which isn't necessary to get, really, go for the single carded one. It's dropped in price. And here we go. Last page that we'll do. Connor Jax, aka Kyrkanos, is on sale for, and they still got him wrong. Like, he doesn't have the armor on his arm and stuff like that. Like, come on, guys. What's going over there? Anyway, he's on sale for, well, I don't know if it's really considered a sale. It's $20 essentially. Unfinished Heir to the Empire Luke is 21, originally like 27 or something like that. The Client is on sale for $12.49. And if you're trying to army build them, there they are. This is where I'll leave you guys. The New Republic security droid. Good army builder. I think it's a solid price at 17. And nice sculpt work, I think, for the most part. I think there might be some reuse. No, I don't think so. This might be an all new sculpt. That's why I love the Black Series so much. They give you new sculpts for the most part. There might be a little bit K2SO reuse here, maybe in the arms, and I feel like a little bit of it is in the legs, but those feet are different. It might not be. It might be an all new sculpt and tool and everything, but it looks kind of K2SOE. But yeah. Your nephew's in the Super Bowl, Jordan Davis. Get on it. Are you serious? Don't play with me. Wait, let's start at the top here. Lamont says, "Man, I got to make an angle with a small cowboy hat." I have a bunch of old phones. Bob was a badass. He sure was. He used to remember that. What was that? That Tough Enough when he was like kicking the crap out of that one dude that ended up dying from cancer. Not anything Bob Holly did, but I think he ended up dying. Did he end up dying from cancer? That guy? Yeah, he did. I think he did. But he like kicked the shit out of him on live television. Well, I guess it wasn't live television. Whatever, television. You fell off the Bad Batch. Yeah, season 2's been kind of, you know. I feel like season 1 was a little bit better. I like their designs better in season 1 also. And now, well, I don't want to say any spoilers to those of you that have not watched it, but now they just took off a cast member. They didn't kill him off or anything, but you know, one of the ones I was actually enjoying is now off the show. I don't know. He'll probably come back, but who knows? Jordan Davis is your nephew? That's insane, dude. I hope they win. Oh, wait. Jordan Davis, the defensive lineman? Wait, hold on a minute. Let's hold the phone. The defensive tackle. Wait a minute. No, not. Hold on. The dude that was just drafted from Charlotte. He's a Georgia Bulldog. He won the national championship last year. Thank God he's on the Eagles. As a Bills fan, I thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that guy's a beast, dude. He's a monster. Your nephew's a monster, man. He's a monster. He's gonna have a great career. I'm definitely rooting for the Eagles now, especially now that I know he's your nephew. He lived in Charlotte. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I watched them because we got James Cook from his team last year. They were teammates, the running back for the Georgia Bulldogs, and I was pretty stoked about that. I think James Cook, after because running backs the first year they're kind of like either they're like great or they need time to like catch their footing, and like James Cook towards the end of our season for the Bills, like he started like really catching on. Like dude is I think he's going to be really good. So I'm really excited for James Cook. But yeah, your nephew's a monster, dude. I wanted the Bills to get him because our run defense just sucks, and we could use another like just stout dude right in the middle. But yeah, neck bigger than his head. I've got a head on my shoulders. Oh, it's funny. He was that big when he was 13? Good grief. He's just one of those anomalies. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's funny. Oh my god, that's hysterical. Oh yeah, now I have to root for the Eagles. I have to root for them. That and I'm a Bills fan. You know, fuck the Chiefs. I'll say it. Fuck the Bengals and fuck the Chiefs. Anyway, no, I'm just. It's sour grapes. It's totally sour grapes. Skinnier but tall, looked like a grown man. Oh yeah, I bet, dude. I was what? I think I was like 27 at the time, right? And every year, me and my friends would play the Turkey Bowl. We call this the Turkey Bowl. You'd play every Thanksgiving, right? And I thought this was actually funny because so we get to this park that we would play this park called there's two ways to say it. Shoshone is the right way to say it, but we'd always call it Shoshone because we're idiots and we're from Buffalo and we say shit wrong all the time. So we go to Shoshone Park or Shoshone Park, and I lived like 2 seconds away from that park, and I could literally walk there. So we all meet up there. It's a bunch of like guys in their like 30s and late 20s, and we're just bruising the shit out of each other. We're just bashing, like just meat hitting meat, just bashing the shit out of each other. And we see these like, I think it's like I don't know. I thought they were the same age, but there's like these huge. And I played football. I did. I played football all through high school, pee wee, all that. And these kids were frigging huge, and they were like I think they were in high school, like anywhere from 16 to 18. They were bigger than me. I'm 6'1". Okay, they're like 6'4", and I'm like, well, hey, maybe they want to play because I think somebody got hurt or something. We needed a couple more people. We're like, well, if we get the rest of them, we could do 11 on 11, and then we could just play a regular game. And so I go up to these kids, and like I had two other people come with me. I'm like, hey guys, you guys want to play with us? And they're like, no. I was like, why? And he's like, y'all grown. Y'all gonna hurt me. I was like, what? I was like, boy, look at you. The fuck? you could run me through a brick wall. What are you talking about? They were actually intimidated. And I was like, you're bigger than everybody over there. Get your ass over there and play. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't come play. I couldn't believe it. But my God, these kids were like just like the most athletic. They like one guy was like had to be like 300 pounds, and he was just booking, like would smoke me. I'm like, I just like that's just like some talent. You either have that or you don't. Like there's no way to just get that. You can't groom yourself to do that. You either are born with that shit or you just don't have it. It's crazy. Crazy. But I couldn't believe it. They were scared. I'm like, you scared of us? We should be scared of you. Couldn't believe it. Yeah. It was funny. It was funny. I do miss playing the Turkey Bowl. I'll have to get my 40-year-old ass back over there and get a bunch of people play this year. I keep saying next year. Play this year. I'll probably end up getting hurt or blow an ACL or do something stupid. Us old man, we just pull groins and whatnot. I pulled my whipsy doodle the other day just walking down the stairs, Jimmy. Yes, yesterday I was trying to fix my gumption rod and my fiddle faddle fell out. I don't know, there's something wrong with me. But yeah, man, that's pretty awesome. So, if you guys didn't know, Dem Guts, his nephew is Jordan Davis. So you have to root for the Eagles now. If you're subscribed to my channel, you have to root for the Eagles. That's now the rule. I don't care. I don't know. I don't want to hear it. If you're a Chiefs fan, you now have to switch. Nope. All right. Well, anyway, this old man's got to go to bed. It's past his not his nap time. But yeah, I think I'll end it here. I've now gone on for almost 3 hours. Good Lord. That's a long time for an old man like me. I've got to put my fiddle faddle away and diddle daddle away. That's what I'll do here. This is like a weird, like old man Sean Connery awkward voice I'm doing right now. But anyway, I digress. It's been fun. Thank you to everyone who joined tonight. Thank you to the super chat of Geek Fusion TV. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's very kind of you. For the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. It's very, very nice of you. And thank you to everybody who popped in tonight and hung out. Thank you to Brenda, as always, OG, triple OG, and Lomonte, OG, triple OG, and A Indy, OG, triple, and Terry Turner, as always. And thank you for modding, Terry, OG, triple. That Junkman, be sure to check out that Junkman at on the YouTubes, plural, because there's more than one tube. There's fallopian tubes. There's totally tubular tubes. And there's YouTubes. Anyway, be sure to check out that Junkman. He's got always good content. I always check out that Junkman. So be sure to check him out. And be sure to check out A Indy Showcase. He's always got great stuff. And he's always doing was it sit down Saturdays? Man, me, you, and friggin' Zorpox we gotta hang out again. We haven't hung out in a long time. Hit me up whenever. I'm telling you that. I know you're still here, Andy. Don't you act like you're not. I see you. I see you. No. Don't you turn that corner. I see you. You get back here. I know you heard me. I know you heard me. I'm just kidding. Dem Guts, thank you. OG Triple. And I don't want to miss anybody. And thank you. And that's going to be it. You guys have a great night. I am working on a couple reviews, and I say that a lot, but I'm going to try and figure out what the hell I'm doing with my life. I don't know. I did want to do. Who was I going to do the other day? I still have to finish. Did I upload? I don't think I upload Time Force Blue yet. My God, I'm like a month behind on doing shit. I'm like an idiot. But I did. Who was I going to do? I was going to do a bunch of black. I have a few Black Series figures that I did a review on. I think it was. I don't know. There's some Black Series. There's the. I have to do the friggin' blowback and the Valverse SDS wave. So I got to do that. I got to get moving. I got to get this stuff done. So expect if I do a Black Series review from now on, unless it's like a favorite character, I might just lump a few of them in with each other. This way I just knock them out in one video, and I'm not killing you guys with just like separate reviews every time. It just makes, I think, more sense. And plus there's like a ton of reviews that I have done with older figures that I have not done, with older figures that I should go back and do. I've never done the review on Warden, the friggin' third party Fort Max. Never did his review, and he's one of the figures where he's he's great. Anyway, with most Transformers, I don't know if I'm gonna. I try not to do too many Transformers reviews because I hate transforming them on camera. I suck at it. I don't suck at it, but usually with the third party ones, I suck at it and they get frustrated and it takes too much time. And then with the Hasbro stuff, usually like it's like a dime a dozen. Most people don't watch the Hasbro Transformers review. So I'm trying to think, where is my head at? My head's up my ass. And my ass is up my head. Yeah, Valaverse. Expect the Valaverse one. SDS Wave. Expect that. That's probably the top priority. And then some Black Series stuff. I do want to do Tiga's review. So he's coming up. I want to get the multi-type as well. And I think that's about it. I also do want to do a custom, start getting back to doing my customs again and custom showcasing, whether that's Valaverse stuff, which I have in the works, a couple custom ideas I wanted to do. And then there's also some Black Series custom stuff. I don't know why I picked him up for a custom. He's got nothing to do with it. But regardless, that's what's in store for the future. And then, your typical, I'll be doing these live streams. So come join me. And thank you to everybody who hung out. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the super chat. And yeah, you guys are great. And be sure to hit the like button, do all that fun stuff. That does help the channel. I'm telling you, it really does. It takes 2 seconds. And, my goal this year is to get to 5K. If I can get to 5K, hooray. That would be nice. We get to 10K, that'd be better, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But yeah, do all the things you got to do. Ding the dongs, hit the bell, hit the like, subscribe. Make sure you got all the notifications on all and not personalized. And yeah, I will see you guys on the flip side.